Okay, it's July 17th, Sunday. This is hive number 1. This was my first hive. It's my oldest hive. I actually bought the whole set used. That's why it's off color. Most of the paint is gone. I really should have painted it before I started using it, but I didn't. It's kind of too late once the bees are in it, kind of. Anyway, I had, this is called a honey super. You're hoping that they only put honey in here. It's brood box. I had this on with the queen excluder, but apparently it excluded all the other bees because they never really did anything in it. So I took the queen excluder out, and I'm going to see what they did since I did that. Okay. I used propolis to seal everything together. It's kind of like a combination of tree sap and other stuff they get. So you got to pry it loose. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, here is the inner cover. That's first thing was the outer cover or the telescopic cover. This is the inner cover. I got some hive beetles in here. You don't want that. That's not good. I don't know what to do about the hive beetles, but anyway, I mean, I'll smush as many of them as I can. That's what you want to do. They're just little beetles, and they actually I can see some of the bees going after them. The hive beetles actually they lay eggs in the bee eggs, and they actually feed off the bees. So whenever you see them, you want to kill them, get rid of them. I see the bees chasing some of them. Sometimes they hide in places that the bees can't get. Okay, I think I got all of them. There's one more. Some ants in there too. Looks like they built an ant nest in there. That's not cool. All right, so let's see what this looks like here. We're doing okay. Start on the outside, work our way in. I think some of these have foundations and some just have starter strips like that, but they're doing good. All right, need to make room. Oh, they definitely got, they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. There's honey. Well, it's just nectar right now, but they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They usually put the honey stores on top because in the winter, the brood is at the bottom, and through the winter, they slowly work their way up. So, looks like they're doing good. There was absolutely nothing in this box 2 or 3 weeks ago, and that's just a little piece, but they are doing good. Just going to look at a couple of them. I'm going to look at this one back here because there's some like dirt on top. This is a very good one. This one's mostly built out. No capped honey yet. Lots of uncapped honey. Still have some room here. Lots of uncapped honey. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Good job, ladies. Okay. Open out at least. Well, I'm going to look at them all. This one's almost completely built out. Matter of fact, it's dripping honey. piece is a little bit out, so I'm going to push it back. Okay, wasn't capped yet. You can tell when it's capped, they put like a white wax cappings are white. The cappings on the brood is orange. Orangish brown, kind of a light color. This one's pretty tight in here. You have to pry it. Okay. This is one I'm a little concerned about because, oh geez. See the stain on the top? I don't know what that is. So we scrape it off. But the comb was bad and I tore it when I pulled it out. So I'm going to have to try to fix that. Push it back in. Hopefully they'll fix it. Okay. Okay. And I can see these last two, they don't have much build at all, so I'm going to leave those alone. Push it all back. They're doing great. Doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. A little bit of wonky comb, but that's okay. That's okay. It's not horribly bad. Not bad enough that I need to cut any out. Not yet anyway. I'll have to keep an eye on it. Probably check this one out in another 2 weeks. Maybe sometime in August or September I'll actually harvest some honey. But right now I'm just letting them build it all up. Okay, that's good. Move everything towards the center. Great. Scrape this junky stuff off. On there. Right. Make sure there's no hive beetles on there. Their bees are starting to get aggressive. All right. Put the inner cover back on. See some more hive beetles in the top cover. Mush them. I don't know where they came from. I got a bee trying to sting my leg. Clean this out. Looks like there was an ant. Ant's trying to build a colony in there. Get rid of that. Knock out whatever's in there. Sure I got everything out. Still some ants in there. Alright. And put the lid on. Bricks on to keep the lid on. And we are done with this guy. That was hive number 1. They're doing good. I'm just going to leave this on and come over to hive number 2. Check this guy out real quick. Okay. Get this thing situated. Get it leveled off. It's on my phone's on a tripod. Okay, get that situated good. Get it zoomed in a little. All right, again, it's July 17th, Sunday. This is hive number 2. I'm just going to do a really quick inspection here. I don't expect this to take long. This one, 2 brood boxes and a honey super. See what we got real quick. Yep, hear that? Moved in pretty good. Saw one hive beetle drop out already. Oh jeez. Okay. Got a couple earwigs, pincher bugs, whatever you want to call them. Don't know what they do in the hive, but I don't want them in there. All right. That was the outer cover, telescopic cover. This is the inner cover. It's on a little crooked. Take care of that and straighten that out. Okay. All right. Let's take a real quick look here. Like I said, I put this honey super on. Brood for eggs. There's a hive beetle. And then honey supers are supposed to be for honey. So let's see what they're doing. This was empty a couple weeks ago. I can see they're building out comb. There's no honey on it yet, but they're building out comb like they should be. Okay, just gonna look at a couple of them. Yeah, they're building out comb in all of them. And maybe look at every other one. Definitely building out comb. They usually start in the center and work their way out, but they're already out. Doing comb. No capped honey yet. This one has honey in it, but none of it's capped yet. Great job, ladies. Just gonna check a couple more out. This one's glued in pretty good. Must be glued to the... They'll glue it to the frame below it. Kind of makes a mess, but that's what this one was. Lots of nectar, not capped yet. And I can kind of see that they're doing okay. I'll take one more out. I might want to check one of the ones on the end. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother. I can see what's going on. Let me look here. Yep, I can see what's going on. The back couple, they haven't really started building out yet, so I'm not going to bother pulling them. All right, now I got to get these all back in. And like I always say, you want to move them all towards the center. Oh, geez. Never covered up my leg. That wasn't good. Never zipped my leg up. They could actually get in there. I'm glad they didn't figure that out. Okay, last frame. All right. Shake these ladies off. They'll go right back in. Vent in the front. Doesn't matter if you put it in the front or the back, but I like putting it in the front. Hive beetle. Smush them if you see them. All right. This guy was on a little bit crooked before. We'll try to make sure it stays on straight. Get this burr comb off. Eventually that'll make it almost impossible to get the cover off. Okay. And get the pieces off of here. All right. Shake these ladies off. Come on, ladies. All right. Put on the rock. All right, they're doing great. The only other thing I want to do is I want to check it out with the level and make sure it's level. It kind of doesn't look level to me, so my level's right up here. I'm going to check that real quick. with the level. Should have a little bit of a slant towards the front. So if any water gets in, it'll drip out the front. And I do have a nice front slant. So I'm going to let that go. And that's going to be it for today. It was pretty quick inspections today, except for the lanes, but that one went better than I thought too. So anyway, I'm done.